Thank you so much, Ms. Val. You are fired. Spend more time. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you also, Patrick Murphy here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be able to have this discussion with you guys. Today, the topic is more about college fun. College fun. Give me a second here. Let me show my screen. Oh, just a moment. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. I believe I'm on.
Yes, Nana.
Okay. All right. So it's more about college fun, also how to start college fun and all that. But before we go on college fun, this is what I want to say. When it comes to education or school, is very, very important in our life. Very important. But please, it's not all the problem to our solutions. In our community, when it comes, not even in our community, when it comes to education, people just go crazy. These days when you hear money that people are spending for school is so much outrageous. So my job here is to enlighten how you can do a fund that can help your kid go to school. And let's say if you're already hearing this and your kid is already on the way going, what are the things we can do to help them get there? So the first one, like I said, so what is education fund actually? College fund refers to investment plan that are designed specifically for you to save money for college expense, or it's a state-sponsored investment plan that enable you to save money for beneficiary, like to pay for educational expenses. We have so many of them, but there are two that are very, very common, or that are popular, that people use that more. And those are the 529 plan and the ESAs. Both of them, they have the advantages and disadvantages. So the first one, let's talk about 529. 529 is something that you can do in any state. It doesn't have to be that particular state that you live in. You can pick it up from any state. The difference is if your state gives taxes. The reason why people like 529 and the EAS are because they are tax advantage. And as you know, we all know how this country is. When you are in this country, you make it as possible to make sure any tax that they give to you, you grab it. Any tax freedom that they give to you, you make sure you grab it. So that's the reason why this is very popular. So if your state gives tax-free or tax defer on these, and you do it for a different state, you might not get that tax. But sometimes it's not all about the tax. You want to know how, where you can make more. And we do have two kinds when it comes to the 529. We have savings one, and we have prepaid. The savings one and the prepaid. The savings one is just like your 401k. I was watching one of your videos. I think we've gone through how 401k is. So it's you putting in more money and the money is being invested. So as we all know, when you're investing money, sometimes it goes up and down, but 80% of the time it goes up. The prepaid is you securing the credits or paying for the credit already. For, let's say we are in 2004, your kid is going to go maybe 2008, but you pay already. I usually don't recommend that, because what it is when you do the 401k, you do the 529, the saving one, that you can invest more in it, right? Because when you look at it, when you invest, at least you might get about, if you put in the good things, you might get at least 10%. So doing prepaying is like you putting money in the savings and you're not doing anything with it. So you can get more. And the other disadvantage about the prepay is you cannot you can use it for boarding and room and boarding. So that makes it very weird. But once you're doing the savings, you can use it for any other things. education, the ESAs are the ones. What it is that one has a limit, of 2,000 a year. But it's also good because even if your child is going to a private school, I'm talking of before college, you can also use that money to do that. So that's the more reason that people choose that option. Yeah, that's the reason why people choose that more option. The next one is how to get started. We are in a different world. We are in a different situation now. Back in the day, if you want to open up account, you have to go sit at the bank. Someone with a tie come to you. They open up for you. They talk to you before opening. These days, as I'm talking right now, if you want to open 529, you can just put up your phone and just sign for it. But the best thing is to talk to someone who understands investing. Just don't do it, because when you just open the account, there are things you have to do. So those are the things that's the reason why you have to make sure you talk to someone before you do that. The 529 and the like you need advice first. And what it is when you start, it's going to be you or your spouse, your name on it. Then whoever you give to as the beneficiary is going to be either your child is going to be the beneficiary. The good thing about 529 is you can use so many people as a beneficiary. Even you yourself can use it if you don't. If let's say your child got a scholarship and you want to transfer it, you can go to the next child, or you can give it to their cousins, your nephew and nieces, and you yourself can use it. So it's always there. I've seen sometimes people criticizing this. What about if your child doesn't use it? And the good thing, the beauty of it is there was a law that just passed, which also now, even if you don't use it, you can put it in the rough for them. So either ways, and there's no time limit for you to take it out. So it can be there for a while, and after that, convert it for them. So it's a good thing. The next thing is that's where I'm talking the options. What it is, you have the right to choose. The investment part is very key. If you don't know what you're doing, in our community, we don't want to pay for someone to help us. If you have to pay a little bit, it's fine for them to help you to be able to put it at the right, buy the right stuff for you, so that you can come out with a lot of stuff. And when you're doing it, the best thing is to make sure it's automatic. You don't have to wait for anything, or by the money to hit your accounts, or before then. You can do automatic and straight away it goes in. So that's all about finding a college fund. But why do we need a college fund? What it is school is not cheap. It keeps on. We know how inflation is, and it keeps on going up and up and up. And people are turning into more student loans. My advice is stay away from student loan. All right. Somebody will be like, hey, I'm going to school. It's 100 a year, 400 for the whole year, for the 4 years. How am I going to pay for this? There are a ton of scholarship out there. I'm not talking of academic. Your child doesn't have to be too smart. That is not athletics too. There are a ton of scholarship every year. There are hundreds of thousands scholarships that people don't even try. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's not going to be easy. It's another second job, but it's good, it's worth it, because after all, what are the kids doing? Their obligation is just to go to school. So they have to make sure they are applying for this. And when you want, if you apply for them, you get it. And this is not just one or two applications and you stop. You have to apply hundreds of them, and you'll be able to go to school. Because what it is let's say if you do 529, right? And if you start very early, put in 200 for a kid. If you start at the age of maybe, right after birth, by the time that kid is 18, getting ready to go, you probably might have 100 and over. So let's say your kid is 15 now, they are ready to go, 2-3 years for them to go. What do? Number one, it's a school choice. Most people get student loan because of school choice. Oh, I want, I love this school, I just want to go. That's it. Then they go pay 100,000 for it. So one is a school choice. If you have the money, no problem, go. If you want to go to Harvard, it's okay. If you have the money, I'm happy for you. Yale, happy for you. Go if the money is there. But please do not spend that money to go to that school and come back and you can't pay. And like I said, it's not cheap. If you're using somebody's money, there's a penalty called interest that comes on it. And if we all can testify to it, we all see how this forgiveness of student loan, how it's been dragging, go back and forth and all that, because people are suffering. You see, parents, these kids are this. We live in a country whereby they can get you 100,000 even before you can start drinking. 18, they're giving you 100,000, 200,000 to go to school. So as a parent, we have to start watching this. The next thing I want to say about this is, if you are starting doing this college fund for them, you know how Bible say only the strong can help the weak. The best thing as a parent you can give your kid is setting yourself financially to a point where you can help your kid. I know some people are still doing the old school thing. I'm going to take care of my kid for school, then they will come take care of me when I'm old. I believe even in Africa, that doesn't work anymore. Do not do that. Take care of your finances. Make sure everything is fine. Then after that, you start saving for them. Don't say, I'm not doing my 401k and I'm going to do it for my kid for college fund. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it works, you can do that. But what it is by the time they're done with school, they will be gone and you will be there. After all, we know that everyone is going to retire, but we don't know if they might go to college or not. So take care of yourself first. When you take care of your finances, it's going to lead to you putting more money away for them for school. So don't use that plan that I'm going to take care of my kid, then they will come take care of me. No, they will be way gone. The next thing is the student loan. Encourage them not to take student loan. And that's what I'm saying. Let them apply for more. Let them see their counselors. If you are more involved, the counselors, they will send you all these scholarships that are out there. Do not put yourself in a situation whereby you have to sign for them to go to school. No, don't do that. Parent plus loans. When they are done and gone, they are gone. Technically, you are in charge of it. I know morally, maybe you might talk to them, hey, we want to take this loan for you to go to school. When you're done, you will pay. This kid is 18, 17. They don't know much. You say, okay, Dad, hey, I'll do it. But when you're done, morally, yes, it's their obligation to do it. But, technically, you are in charge for it. And if you don't sign for them, you're not a bad parent. What it is you have to do what is best for you and for them. Because we know so many people are going through a lot of things. Yes, they might get the money. They are done with school with the money. But people are suffering because all the money goes away when they are done with school because of this student loan. So parents, get involved. If you have no idea how this works, I know at the church we might have people that have gone through this. There are so many scholarships out there. Like I said, it's a job. It's not just applying for 2 or 3. If you do hundreds, you get more. You will definitely get some to go to school. And the school choice. Sometimes it's okay to start from Nova. That is fine. It lets you reduce money instead of going the 2 years and pay all that. So it's okay when you start from Nova and continue for the next 4 years. That is also good. So make sure we don't let them. You see, the whole thing is our focus now is that we have to change our mindset, because what it is all we know is student loan, and we don't have any options. You see, we can't live in this world and all your options is just one. We have different options when it comes to going to school. You can go to school for free. If let the kids. I think we'll put it in the chat. There's a documentary called Borrowed Future. If you really want to sign up for student loan, go and watch that. It's free on YouTube. Borrowed Future. There are people that have gone to school and gone for free. One of them is Christian Ellis. She wrote a book called Confessions of Scholarship. Another one is Anthony O'Neill, a book called Debt Free Degree. Go through this book. I'll put everything in the chat box for you guys. Go through them, read them, and follow the process. You can go to school for free. I can guarantee if you make this a work, you will go for free. So if you're sitting by your dad right now, say this: college is there's no question. We're all going to college. That's number one, and we're going for free. Continue saying that we're going for college and we're going for free. And these are the things you have to do. There are a ton of scholarships out there. I've helped people to be able to do that. Sometimes those that takes it serious, at least they get something. But those that don't, they don't get anything because they just do 2 or 3, they don't. But those that are serious and continue doing it, applying for hundreds of them, they always get it. So there are tons out of there. Don't make student loan the only option, please. You see, the whole thing is we think that when we are done with school, we go make 100,000 right away. No. Study shows that when you're done with school, averagely it's about 40 something thousand that you make. So imagine you've taken 150, 120, 200 for school, and you're making 40,000. That is stress right there. Very stressed. And we've heard a lot about now what these millennials and Gen Zs are doing. They meet somewhere, they don't know each other, they are buying houses together, and that's recipe for chaos. They are buying houses, they don't know each other. There are some stuff that you hear about all because of this, they don't know. It's not, they have the job, the money is coming. It's not that it's not coming. By God's grace, when you do the right thing, you go through the right career and all that, yes, you get a job, but the money comes in and you have to use it. Because remember, no student alone is what you have to do extra things apart from student loan. You have to stay for your future. You need a car. You have to buy a house and all those. So once you can take care of this and make sure this is behind you, you don't use student loan. And these are free things that you can take. Make sure you take advantage of those. So kids, sometimes you have to listen to your parent too. The school choice is very important. I've seen so many people, they want to go to a certain school. Even sometimes they've got a scholarship for this school, which is giving them maybe 20,000. They want to go to a school that is going to give them 50,000 a year. Why? I love the school. You see, I can guarantee you, most of us here don't even know the name of their doctors or the school that their doctors, went to. Yes, I can tell you that. You see, the whole idea is for you, the doctor, to take care of the school that they went to. In very few cases is where the school that you went to matters. Very, very few cases. So don't make it that I have to, go to this school. And if I don't go to this school, I'm done. No. Actually, when you look at it, about 78% of the CEOs in this country didn't go to Ivy League schools. They went to just regular state schools. So it all depends on you too. It's not the loan that you take into the Harvard and these Ivy League schools. Yes, like I said, if you get a scholarship full time, go. I'm happy for you. Go. If parents got the money, yes, it's go. But please do not take loans for this. Or what you can do, the girl I was talking about, just she had 500,000, but she did so many things, and she was not the brightest. What she did was, one of them, my wife was saying, you volunteer for stuff if you can prove, because your essay, you need to put stuff on there. Parents, when you take them to Ghana, let them go volunteer for something that they can put it on it, because what it is they're giving you money to go. They want to see some characteristics in you. So you have to have something to say on your essays, and you have to have some things to say. So doing stuff, letting them sit like home and not doing anything, you can let them sign up for a volunteer stuff, which it will give them a lot to talk about on their essays and stuff. So please, I want us to change that narrative. This community, our community, we are too much in the student loan and it's killing us. Let's change the narrative. We will go for college and we will be going for free. The money is out there. Every year, like I said, every year, you can Google this. Don't take it from me. There are hundreds of thousands of money that is out there that people don't even claim. Unclaim. I'm talking of unclaimed scholarships every year. So that means if you do your part, you will get that share, right? You will get that share. And as parents also, let's make sure we try to do our best to make sure if we leave, as someone would say, if we live financially right, we will be able to leave some for them for their future or for their college education. It's good we do that, but all start from we taking care of our finances. Sometimes we don't even know how much we spend, and that also leads to us not be able to put more or saving for them. So a combination of this, you putting some for them, small for them, and also applying for scholarships, it helps for them to be able to go to school. So please, let's change the narrative. One, not going to college is not an option. We are all going, but we are going for free. And we are going with scholarship if parents don't have the money. And it's possible you can do it. So many people have done it. School choice. School choice. Don't say I want to go to this school because I just like the school. No. Let's make sure we go, but we're going for free. All right. So The next thing I want to talk about is more about a career and passion and career. Career is something that give us, let's say, it's that what we goes to school for. You know, so I would define this as career as a job and passion as a work. I know people think it's the same, but it's not. Job is what you are trained to do, going to school and coming to do. And work is what you are here for. That's what God gave you. That's the reason why you are here. There's nothing wrong combining the two. It's good when you see this very early, where you think your talent is, or why the reason why you are here. It's very, very good to be able to capture that, because that helps you to be able to go to school and follow that trend. It's easy. But sometimes you might go through school through everything, but that's not your passion. That means you have to come back and start doing your passion. But there's nothing wrong combining both, because even the Bible tells us, I think in the Ecclesiastes said, sow your seed in the morning, and in the evening, don't leave your hands idle. That's what he's saying. So you can go do your job. When you come back, you start working on your career. And don't hurt yourself by just saying, hey, I have this niche and I've just dropped everything and go do the niche, whilst you know the niche will not put food on the table. Like I said, there's nothing wrong. Business is hard. You have to sacrifice, something got to give. So you go to your job, then you start working on your niche or your passion or whatever it is until this can take care or put food on the table. That's when you stop this. When you stop this right away, it hurts you financially, because you might not be able to put food on the table. And sometimes this destroys families financially. You see, if we all understand what money is, we always be fine. Money is just a tool, nothing else, just a tool to help us do the things we want to do. So don't hurt yourself. So yes, career is good. We are trained. Then we go that path. But if it's not you, it won't be you. But don't hurt yourself doing that. So yes, career is your job. That's what you are trained to do. But the reason why you are here is your work, and a big difference. So at this point, we pause here and let questions come in.